And we're live.
Taylor and I have been playing a bunch of Vermintide. I think I've got him hooked a little bit.
You have? Yeah, I'm back in.
Back in. It's a very addictive game. Although I have a new game that I think I'm going to try out tomorrow. And if I dig it, I'm going to try to stream it on Saturday. It's called Deep Rock Galactic. Let me just lay out the like 2-line description of this. It's a 1 to 4 player co-op FPS featuring badass space dwarves with 100% destructible environments, procedurally generated caves, and endless hordes of alien monsters.
All right, I'm down.
You're a team of 4 fucking space dwarves, and your mission it's very much like Vermintide, how there's like waves of monsters coming at you, but you also have to focus on mining because you're a greedy space dwarf. So like, like when you're not fighting giant spiders or whatever, you're literally mining ore in the cave. You're like, we got to get it out of here, boys. The art style is a little wonky, but it looks like it could be fun.
Is it free or do you have to buy it?
I don't know.
Deep Rock Galactic. It's only $30. Yeah, I'll give this a go. I'll play a space dwarf and run around.
I've checked into this game before. It looked interesting to me. I was looking for I play co-op games with Colin sometimes, not lately. But anyway, this is a co-op game. It's it's like Left 4 Dead or Vermintide or something where you all work together to get to the end.
And I like that. I like games where everybody's working to get together, fighting hordes of enemies. I like Nazi zombies a lot, but that's just so played out right now for me. Although I could see streaming that. I haven't played the new map. But definitely going to stream Saturday at 5 p.m. 5 p.m. seems like a good time to start. I don't know.
I like World War Z. I think that's what it's called. Let me double check.
World War Z, the zombie one? That was like the original open world thing for a while, right?
It could be that I have the name of the game wrong. I'm trying to play a trailer or something right now.
Yeah, I remember one of my friends being really into that.
No, I have it right. World War Z, yeah. If that one ever catches your fancy, I'm probably bad right now, but I've been good at that game. I could carry the team.
Yeah, it'd be fun to play with you. Get the whole gang together. I got all red weapons today in Vermintide, Taylor. I finally got that.
Nice.
All red.
And it was super hard because I'm using a DLC bow, and you can't get a DLC bow in red. You can't get one from a box, so you have to get 5 reds, grind up 5 extra reds, and then upgrade your orange bow to red. So I had to get a lot of red. I had to get 5 extra reds to like finally get the bow to red.
So you're all red, like your charm and bracelet and very nice.
Thing.
I've only got 2 reds so far, and one of them is not my flail on my character, and I really need that red flail. I have the red like dueling pistols, and those are wildly better than any other range thing I've ever used. So I can't imagine how much better. I even watched a video. I watched a video today while I was working out. I was like, am I playing the Zealot correctly? And I looked up and I'm like, okay, I seem to be playing it right. And I watched like a tier list video, and everyone agrees the flail is the best thing for that guy because it ignores shields, which is just retardedly good to entirely ignore a shield. The greatsword, just like trying to play yesterday, I was having so much trouble with that. That thing is ass, complete dog shit.
The first red I got since I started playing with Pug Pummeler, it's like a red greatsword. I'm just like, all right, we're immediately grinding this up.
Yeah,
it's
that's
such
dust.
fucking garbage. Yeah, it's dust. Pug Pummeler, by the way, is one of the funniest Steam names ever. And he's really fucking good at the game.
He is.
And the tism can get a little intense in the Discord sometimes, and he's definitely one of the chill guys. So I've been really enjoying playing with him. But I'm looking for a game that I can stream with Harley because I've been texting with him a lot about streaming together. But I was like, hey, you ever played Vermintide? He's like, never touched it. I'm like, all right, I'm gonna have to hook up with you maybe this weekend then, because like there's no way that you can start off as a level 1 and play with us. Like it just wouldn't work. Like
that would be kind of funny.
Well, he can't even play on the difficulty we're playing at, and the whole reason we're playing the difficulty we're at is so that we can get those red items and stuff, and so that it's kind of entertaining for the stream to some extent. If anybody out there actually cares about the gameplay and doesn't just want to like hang out with me or whatever and hear us bullshit and ramble, then they'd be watching recruit gameplay, and I don't know, that's super lame.
Oh, he could play that DLC where it doesn't matter what level you are or what level your weapons are. He could do that, right? Or no? Because I thought
I'm not familiar with that.
Well, he'd be in. There's a new DLC called the Chaos Waste. It's a whole new spin on the game. It's pretty fucking fun. That's what we've been doing. Like, instead of just playing one mission and it's over, you play like 6 or 8 maps in a row, and if you die at any point, you've lost everything. But if you win at the end, you get like a ton of loot. You get 3 of the best chests in the game that have a really high red value. So we're getting like 3 chests every like 40 minutes or something like that. It takes about 40 minutes to play like a full little campaign.
Only if we win. Yeah.
Only if we win.
Some of those are fucking hard. Like we had success going the same route every time, and I don't think it matters what route you take other than like perks along the way, but those perks don't carry over back to the normal game.
Yeah, it's a little bit like Zombies was in that you kind of come in bare bones and you're earning this like nonsense currency in the game, kind of like you do in Zombies from kills, but you get it by picking it up off the ground, and you spend that to like make your character better as you go. So you can get like these random perks, or you can like make your weapon stronger, and so it's a new little spin on the game, and it made a lot.
I like it when you pick something up and everyone gets it. Like Borderlands does that. In Borderlands, if I pick up cash, everyone gets it. That way I don't have to. Oh, really? That's nice. Mm-hmm. It changes the dynamic, right? Because otherwise, like in Zombies, for example, this is Call of Duty Zombies. You know, like, you stole my kill. Come on, I'm clearly standing here in front of the window, but you're getting this so that you get the money, so that you get the gun, so that you get this, and it's like,
there's a lot of like cooperative style perks in there. It's like one of the potions that you can drink in the Chaos Waste. It's like every kill I get gives my team like health points.
Yeah,
there's lots of stuff like that. That's like, hey, whenever you do a cool thing, it benefits your team. Like there's lots of that added in.
I like that. It only works if you're playing with real life friends, though. Like if we were to play together, you might be tempted to run that. If you're playing with guys who don't even have mics, you just randomly, like say you wanted to level up midday, then that perk is less likely to be run.
Vermintide has a really cool community. And for one thing, like if somebody goes down, you've still got the enemies that 4 people are supposed to fight. So now 3 people have to fight 4 enemies. So I run that perk a lot just so that I can like keep my team built, because if they go down, I got to try to get them up, and I might die trying to get them up. So like I need my team, because everybody's a different character. Like so many of those co-op games, it's like you really need that fire guy back there, like making everything on fire, so it's a little weaker to my sword, and everybody kind of needs my like blocking ability or whatever to kind of tank a bunch of damage while they shoot arrows or whatever. It's a real team effort. I like that in games. Any game that's like that, where it's that cooperation.
I'm not sure what I like more. Like you're selling that, and I get it. But then like
Zombies?
Left 4 Dead I was going for. Oh, yeah. In Left 4 Dead, well, the characters look different. They're functionally identical. And I always kind of like that. Like no excuses. Everyone does the same stuff. If you take my favorite character, whatever, it's cosmetic. I don't even see me. It's okay.
There are like my character is probably the best character. It's probably
the elf.
Yeah, it's definitely the strongest.
It's probably the best character, but not by like a landslide or anything. What's interesting is like when we're like playing, like I'll be like, I got this thing I do where like every time I do this, all of this cool shit happens, and Mitty will be like, oh, you don't even know. Every time I do this, all of this shit happens. I'm like, holy shit, that is kind of crazy. And Pug Pummer are like, neither one of you really understand. The thing is, when I do this, just everything changes. That's why you guys have been winning, by the way, because I keep doing that so much.
And I'm like, look at my pig hat that I bought.
The pig hat is cool.
I got a pig on my head.
It worked out so well that I got stuck with the character I did, the crazy guy with the flail, because it's like, I take a tremendous amount of damage all the time, and all that guy's perks are like, the only way to heal is to take damage and kill things, and the more damage you lose, the stronger you are. And so even then, if I'm just getting ragged on by some like better foe, it's like I'm actually tactically losing life. That's right now. What I'm so my strikes are twice as strong, obviously.
Yeah, your character is a bit of a Leroy Jenkins. It's everybody else is like, all right, I think it's 1.5 repeating, of course, and Larry, you're gonna want to put Bloom of the Ages on, and Taylor's just like, pig hat, let's go. And the pig's alive. It's not just a hat that looks like a pig. It's a literal piglet taped to his fucking head that's like looking around, terrified because it's been carried into war.
Yeah,
it's pretty funny.
But
maybe pay $5 real.
I paid $5 real for it because I liked it so much. But like I went online and I was like, should I not be Leroy Jenkinsing? And it's like, no, that's the way you're supposed to play with this guy. Is like just go make a bunch of havoc and problems, and that way the people with the really dope ranged attacks can get a few more seconds to deal ridiculous amount of damage.
Yeah, it's a fun game. I don't know if it's the most popular game to watch. I know it's not the most popular game to watch, but it's what I'm really passionate about right now. But I'm going to mix it up a little bit. I think I'm going to check out this dwarf mining game. Not that that's the hot thing. Splitgate is what Kitty tells me I should stream. It's a mixture of Halo and Portal.
I haven't even heard of that.
Yeah, it's kind of a wild arcade style shooter. Like I said, it looks a lot like Halo gameplay, but with portals that you can, just like the game Portal. So it looks kind of wild.
That's cool. Portal is an awesome game.
Portal is an awesome game, and Halo's an awesome game. Although I haven't really been into it since Halo 3. I played a little ODST, but yeah.
Do you have Portal 2? We could co-op Portal 2 on stream. That'd be fun.
I'd be down for that. I have Portal. I would absolutely be down to do Portal. And look like a fucking buffoon.
Yeah, I'm not like super familiar with Portal. I've played it through once.
Same.
But that's about the extent. I think now, ever since you mentioned Borderlands, like I'm getting those like gaming memories where I'm like, I really want to fucking play Borderlands. Borderlands 3 was the one that like disappointed and kind of sucked, right? Two was the tremendous one, right?
That's the way I remember it. I played 3 with Woody, I want to say.
One the most. Oh, 3 was awful, super bad.
Yeah. Because Woody's always hyping it up. And I was new to the series. I'd never played one before. And to me, Woody's like selling it like it's Fallout, Skyrim, mixed with Call of Duty 4.
I really enjoyed the previous ones.
And I'm just like, man, you got me hyped. Let me plunk down $60 and get in there, you guys. And I was just like...
It was a test of discipline and patience to beat that game. It like all of us were like... a job we didn't like.
I think Colin was the only one who had fun.
Maybe. Did he play with us?
I think Colin played with us. I think he may have been the only one who had fun.
I like it when Colin comes through, like when the chips are down and everyone's suffering and he clutches. Like I get a lot of joy out of that.
I like games that give you that opportunity. Like Vermintide does that. Like everybody can be down and we're all spectating one guy and you're just, all right, he has to slay not only a giant monster by himself, but 1,000 pinky rats, and it's fun to watch. That happened today. Pug Pummeler just killed everything while we watched. It was really fun.
Well, I'm gonna buy and play Borderlands 2 because I have good memories of how fucking fun that game was. Borderlands 3 was ass. So if that was your only experience with it, I do not blame you one bit for having a bad experience.
4-player co-op? Is that the deal?
Yeah, it's 4-player co-op, and you can play different characters. I don't remember. I think the character I liked the most, because they all have like uber abilities or whatever, was the dwarf, where he just used his ultimate and he gets infinite ammo. But what he does before he does it is he goes, ah, ha, 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 ha.
I remember that.
Flips off everybody, and it's
you know what the awful thing is? I'm pretty sure that they paid me to make a video for Borderlands 2, and they gave me a bunch of free copies, and I never played it.
Oh, you missed out. The Borderlands 2 rocks. I liked it more than the first one.
But yeah, I'll play whatever. That sounds fun. If it is indeed a better version of that fucking third game.
Yeah. I would argue that so in Borderlands you play it and then you play it again and all the monsters get a little more difficult. Probably one run's enough for most people. Yeah.
Unless you want to like mess around with the absurd guns. And after you get through, like, maybe you have to go through twice. Woody, you would know better than me, but like there, and then it's like you have to go beat like Terrarium or fucking Boagrius or whatever, and it's like it's all of you fighting one giant mountain monster or one giant...
That happens on both playthroughs.
Okay. Maybe you're right. It probably just gets harder on the second one.
Right.
How long do you think it takes to beat it?
Borderlands 2, it's not that long of a game, really. Like if you're with people who are even halfway decent at like point and shoot,
you're gonna say 15 hours?
Yeah, probably right around there. Maybe a little more, like if you're streaming it, because you'll be chatting with chat and messing around with the
one downside as a stream game is that it's one of those nonstop games where like you're fighting like, I don't know, 30 monsters at a time all the time. I bet Doom's kind of like that too. Mm-hmm. So it's a little hard to like talk to chat, I found. Like I can't look away from the game all the time.
I did an okay job of it, I think, with the Vermintide, because like I don't know if this is true for you, probably is, but like there's no lag in my OBS. So I can look into OBS and use the chat over there and play through OBS while thanking for donos. And so like sometimes I'm just playing through OBS and then go back to the main monitor until I hear a dono or a sub come through.
Game streaming is a spot where triple monitors actually kind of work for you.
It's on the way.
Okay. And what was I going to say? Another thing about Vermintide is there are breaks where like you clear it and then you travel, and that's a good opportunity to sync up with chat.
Yeah. There's little moments of respite along the way. But Borderlands 2 is 30 hours, by the way.
Longer than I thought. Is that 2 playthroughs? I wonder.
That's 1, according to the internets. I will play it if we do it all in one stream.
I'm down. Let's just a whole weekend just doing that.
Just 30 straight hours of streaming Borderlands.
It's not that fun.
That's the idea.
Be getting angry.
It might be half that. Like I feel like I haven't explained it, but you play the whole thing and then you play the exact same thing again, and every monster is just leveled up a little bit.
Yeah,
30 hours might be both of those.
Borderlands 2 is a huge game. Completing the story while doing only a fraction of the side quest takes about 30 hours.
Yeah, and you want to do the side quests because a lot of the side quests like give you better weapons or better weapon upgrades. You need to have a huge catalog. What I like about Borderlands is like a lot of games where you have a bunch of inventory. It's like, oh, sorry, you can only have 2 guns. Whereas with Borderlands, it's like, no, you can have like 60 in your backpack and 100 grenades. And it's like, okay, that's all. And you need to like, so
and
like,
then you have a safe back in town where you store the other ones.
Yeah.
And then the side quests, according to me, especially if you're streaming, you need to do the right amount of side quests. If you don't do any, if you just try to go right down the middle, then it's too difficult. You're underpowered, and it looks like you suck. Even though you're hitting a headshot every damn time, you look like a horrible player. If you do too many side quests, then it's straight up boring, and you're overpowered, and you can just crush the middle too easily.
For sure.
I'll say this: I noticed that it was much more difficult to play while streaming because when I usually like we had played some practice games. Well, I mean, we've been playing all day. It went practice games. I just love the fucking game, so we've been playing all goddamn day, even before I was streaming. And I mean, there were games where I just wouldn't go down at all, like for 45 minutes straight. Or there would be entire missions where I didn't get touched. I'd be like, I never got touched once. I killed 1,000. There was one game where I killed 1,000 enemies, and I never went down. And then we started streaming, and it's just like the fucking little rats are jabbing me, and I'm just like, someone gifted 10 subs. You don't understand. I was